From the collections of Tehillim, Psalms, Psalm 9 and Psalm 10, read as one psalm. For the chief musician, over Alamot. For the son, a psalm of David. I will give thanks to Yahweh with my whole heart. I will show forth all thy marvelous works. I will be glad and exult in thee. I will sing praise to thy name, O thou Most High. When my enemies turn back, they stumble and perish at thy presence. For thou hast maintained my right and my cause. Thou sittest in the throne, judging righteously. Thou hast rebuked the nations. Thou hast destroyed the wicked. Thou hast blotted out their name forever and ever. The enemy, they are finished, ruins forever. And the cities which thou hast plucked up, the very remembrance of them is perished. But Yahweh sitteth as king forever. He hath prepared his throne for judgment, and he will judge the world in righteousness. He will serve judgment to the peoples in uprightness. Yahweh also will be a high tower for the oppressed, a high tower in times of trouble. And they that know thy name will put their trust in thee. For thou, Yahweh, hast not forsaken them that seek thee. Sing praises to Yahweh, who dwelleth in Eon. Declare among the peoples his doings. Sing praises to Yahweh, who dwelleth in Eon. Declare among the people his doings. For he that maketh inquisition for blood remembereth them. He forgetteth not the cry of the poor. Have mercy upon me, O Yahweh. Behold my affliction from the ones hating me, thou that liftest me up from the gates of death, that I may show forth all thy praise. In the gate of the daughter of Eon I will rejoice in thy salvation. The nations are sunk down in the pit that they made. In the net which they hid is their own foot taken. Yahweh hath made himself known. He hath executed judgment. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Higayon Selah. The wicked shall be turned back to Sheol, even all the nations that forget God. For the needy shall not always be forgotten, nor the expectation of the poor perish forever. Arise, O Yahweh, let not man prevail. Let the nations be judged in thy sight. Put them in fear, O Yahweh. Let the nations know themselves to be but men. Selah. Why standest thou afar off, O Yahweh? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? In the pride of the wicked, the poor is hotly pursued. Let them be taken in the devices that they have conceived. For the wicked boasteth of the desire of his soul, and the covetous renounceth, yea, contemneth Yahweh. The wicked in the pride of his countenance saith, he will not require it. All his thoughts are, there isn't God. His ways are firm at all times. Thy judgments are far above, out of his sight. As for all his adversaries, he puffeth at them. He saith in his heart, I shall not be moved. To all generations I shall not be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and oppression. Under his tongue is mischief and iniquity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are secretly set against the helpless. He lurketh in secret as a lion in his covert. He lurketh to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him in his net. He croucheth, he boweth down, and the helpless fall by his strong ones. He saith in his heart, God hath forgotten. He hideth his face. He will never see it. Arise, O Yahweh, O God, lift up thy hand. Forget not the poor. On account of what doth the wicked contemn God, and say in his heart, Thou wilt not require it? Thou hast seen it, for thou beholdest mischief and spite, to requite it with thy hand. The helpless committeth himself to thee. Thou hast been the helper of the fatherless. Break thou the arm of the wicked, and as for the evil man, seek out his wickedness till thou find none. Yahweh is king forever and ever. The nations are perished out of his land. Yahweh, thou hast heard the desire of the meek. Thou wilt establish their heart. Thou wilt cause thy ear to hear, to judge the fatherless and the oppressed, that man who is of the earth may terrify no more.